At this point, you should have completed section 7.5, which is how to count atoms. And so now we're on section 7.6, which is calculating molar mass. So here are our examples for calculating molar mass, and I'm going to bring up the live image mate because we have to use our periodic table. So example number 1 is NaCl. And what I need to do is go to my periodic table and I need to locate the mass of each of these. So sodium is 22.99. So 22.99. I only have one sodium, so I'm going to add that to the one chlorine that I have, and chlorine is 35.45. So plus 35.45. And now that I have my sodium and my chlorine, I'm going to add them together. 22.99 plus 35.45 is going to equal 58.44. And so my mass is 58.44. And the unit for this technically is grams per mole. However, when we calculate molar mass, and this is the molar mass of sodium chloride. When we calculate molar mass, we do generally only represent it as 58.44 grams. But to be technical, the unit would be grams per mole. All right, so let's look at example number 2. Example number 2 is Ca3P2. And in this case, you see we don't have just one of each of the elements. So first I'm going to locate the mass of calcium, which is 40.08. So 40.08, and because we have a 3 here, I've got to multiply that times 3. I'm going to add phosphorus, so let me locate phosphorus. Phosphorus is 30.97. So 30.97, and because I have 2 phosphorus, I've got to multiply that by 2. So when I type this into my calculator, I'm going to get 40.08 times 3 plus 30.97 times 2, and that's going to give me 182.18. 182.18, my unit will be grams. And this is grams of Ca3P2. This is the molar mass of calcium phosphide. Okay, let's try example number 3. Example 3 is aluminum sulfate. And so this one has parentheses, which is going to be a little bit different. Remember, when we count our atoms, this means I have 2 aluminums. This 3 will distribute inward, giving me 3 sulfur, and 3 times 4 is 12 oxygens. So let's find aluminum. Here's aluminum, 26.98. And so 26.98. Because I have 2 aluminums, I'm going to multiply times 2, plus sulfur is 32.07. Because there are 3 sulfurs, I'm going to multiply times 3, plus oxygen is 16.00, and I have 3 times 4 is 12 oxygens, so multiply that times 12. 26.98 times 2, if I can get a better angle there, plus 32.07 times 3 plus 16.00 times 12 equals 342.17 grams of aluminum sulfate. And this is the molar mass of aluminum sulfate. All right, last example, example number 4 is going to be copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate. 5, the prefix for 5 is penta, and when we have a water there, we call it a hydrate. Okay, so copper, I have 1 copper, so copper is 63.55, plus sulfur is 32.07, plus oxygen is 16.00. I'm going to multiply that times 4 because I have 4 oxygens. Plus, now I'm going to add in my hydrate. This 5, which is a coefficient, distributes to each of these elements, so 5 times 2 equals 10 hydrogens. Hydrogen is 1.01, and I'm going to take that and multiply it times the 10. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus, we already know that oxygen is 16.00, and because I have a 5 here in front, 5 times 1 equals 5 oxygens. I'm going to add those together. We get 63.55 plus 32.07 plus 16.00 times 4 plus 1.01 times 10 plus 16.00 times 5. And I get a final answer of 249.72 grams of copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate. And you should know that what you calculated was the molar mass of this compound.